I think that needs to be just a little bit bigger. I mean, you could roll it, but don't roll it. I really actually haven't managed to get the courage to do that yet. Look at that mushroom. Alright, so today, Caesar's Camp, is a miserable day in December. Said it wasn't going to rain, but doesn't mean it can't mist and just get you wet anyway. But I've got a treat for you. Well, kind of for me really, but for you as well if you want. I've created a new Strava Line, and the Strava Line starts from here, which is where the Whoop-de-Woos, or whatever it's called, starts, because the Whoop-de-Woos goes off down that way. But the new Strava Line, the new trail, is called Tinkerbell DH. That's been named by some of the kids here because they were like, oh, have you done this line? And they didn't know what it was called, and nor did I. And they were like, oh, we call it Tinkerbell because you get so much air, and I really like that. So yeah, it's Tinkerbell. So for those of you that do know Caesars, and for those of you that don't, we're starting at the point of Whoop-de-Woos. So Whoop-de-Woos goes off down that way, and then you've got those jumps, like the 5 jumps with ending in the hip jump, down on that way. I try to make it as downhilly as possible with like a lot of features, rather than what the Whoop-de-Woos is. Now don't get me wrong, it's a good trail, but I feel like it's just a lot of like kind of just flat ground, well, slight incline ground. But this one hopefully incorporates the features, the jumps, the and the downhill. So anyway, let's do a track walk, and then we'll wind up to the top and we'll do a full T2B. And yeah, and I welcome people trying to outrace me on that one. To be honest, you are going to. I'm slow. Like, who am I kidding? I'm slow. First one, obviously I'm in the indent of it. Watch out for the leaks. This one, you can call it a double if you want, but it is a roller. You can roll it. Look at that. So you just roll over it, but essentially you're meant to be like landing down there. The next one is a tiny little gap. What I try and do, you can kind of see where I've been landing. I don't know if you can see that mark there, but what I've been trying to do is I either land here or just on this kind of leak. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but you'll be able to see it when you're here. There's like a little down slope there. So try that one. Rail this. There's no berm here. I mean, it would be nice if there's a berm, but you don't need a berm. Extra crank if you're feeling up for it, but small little double there. Small double. Again, all rollable. These are rollable at the moment. And again, another, you can't really see it. Yeah, you can't really see it too much. You're coming in down there, jump, and this one you land into like a little down slope, and then you're greeted by the like the hip thing. If it's boggy, so I've packed that in yesterday, as a matter of fact. Yeah, if it's boggy, I'd probably give it an extra crank in here. Yeah, you can pop it. It is a poppy one. You can pop it, and it's a long one, but it's not what I think. You can't roll over it. I mean, technically you can, but don't. Please, don't case it. I've seen a couple of crashes on there. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the end of that bit, that line there. I'm not going to do it right this second. I'll do it in the full track one, but I'll put in a clip now of me doing it, I don't know what, like 2 weeks ago or something. So enjoy that. You're going to come along this traverse here, and then as you come off of the traverse bit, then you can, I mean, this is the Strava line. You could technically go around that way, but this is the Strava line. Over this bit, a bit rooty, bit of camber, and then you're heading towards the right of that bush there. Nothing much to say about this bit. It is literally just a traverse straight, but we're just going to go straight over. We're going to continue straight. Now, you have 2 options. Well, actually, technically you have 3 options. First option, down to your rider's left, which is the easiest option. Yeah, you can just kind of see what it does. Second option is the one I've been doing, because I haven't built up to the third. So the second one is just this little gully here, so a tiny drop. I mean, you can roll it, I do roll it, but you just got to make sure that you're on the right course there, and you're going to go straight. You can kind of see the lines where I've been before. And then finally, the third option, which is the advanced option, is this one here. Now obviously you're going to be going slower through it, but I mean, it's about enjoyment rather than about, I mean, is speed enjoyment? Speed is enjoyment, you know what I mean. Anyway, but this one here, I really actually haven't managed to get the courage to do that yet, so we'll tackle that on another one. But for now, I've been going down this bit here. The next section is a downhill section, very short obviously, but there's multiple routes down this. I like to take one particular route, which I'll show you, but you know, you do you. Look at that mushroom, jeez. Chicken of the woods, something like that. Oh, there's a couple on that tree. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So you could go just straight. You can kind of see the lines. There's a couple of logs there. Watch out, there's some slippy routes, especially when it's wet. So you can just go kind of straight there, straight, and then you need to, I'm not going to go down that way, everything, you'll see the path as we go it. So you come on down, and then I like to go, where do I like to go? Yeah, I come on down here, and then I cut across these routes, and we're going to the right of that tree. So there we go, so this is where we are, and then we are going straight on down, and you can kind of see the little jump there, and it's quite a nice launcher, because on the other side you've got like a little lander to it. So that's the route that I normally take, but you can, as you can see, there's multiple options down this particular section. But the key thing about it, and I don't know how much you can kind of bend with the Strava lines, but normally like the whoop-de-whoops goes along that line there, and you can kind of see cuts up. That's even the Strava line there. The real ones go actually around there, that side. But the Tinkerbell DH line goes over that bit, and then we're going to cut up through there. So we are at the first of the two uphill sections. You've got the speed from there anyway, got the speed from that hill, 20 meters if that, and y'all know I don't like uphill anyway. And you can kind of see a little berm there. Oh, there's so many twigs on the floor. We just had the storm, so yeah, everything's covered. I think as we're coming around the corner, I think either over that way or that way, I think has the potential to be a nice jump. Probably that one actually, now looking at it. I mean, both of the landscapes kind of lend themselves to a decent one, but this one here, you can probably make it like a lip without annoying too many of the dog walkers. So yeah, I think that's probably what might happen. And then we are greeted with the very first drop that I did. I remember staring at it for ages. It's not a big one at all, don't get me wrong. You could probably no, I'm not going to say roll it. You can't roll it. I mean, you could roll it, but don't roll it. Right, so yeah, you just like, it's a launcher. The only thing you need to worry about is in the bottom there, when it gets wet, it can be very, very soggy, very boggy. This is the second part, or the second uphill bit that you need to worry about. Again, if you have the speed from the other bit, it should be all right. Like, you're still going to have to put in pedals. It's not one of those ones where you just can't pedal, unfortunately, but you're not really going to get that in Caesars unless you're over the other side. Continue even, and we're going to see a path here that, by the normal line, the whoop-de-whoops, again, this is where we differ, goes off down that way. We're going to take a left up here. Watch out for the roots. And this is it's quite a fun little section, and we're going to go off that thing. This is rollable. You can roll this if you want, but you can also air it. So coming off to the left of to the right of where my bike is, launching, it's blind, it is blind, and then as you come over, you're like landing next to the tree. So one sec, I'll try and mark it out so you can kind of see it a little bit. Coming off here, that's the drop, onto here, onto this like little launcher bit. Not too much of a launcher, but it's a launcher, and you can gap from here to there. It looks like nothing because actually it isn't. This one is nothing, so you can just kind of roll it if you want, but you can gap that, which I do. So cool. Go on, and normally the trajectory sends you this way, which is fine, because then what you want to do is you want to cut in, and you're going to go down these bits here. If I can do it one-handed, yeah. So it's little berms, and then keep to the right, and you're going to go up these routes. Very nice. That's quite a fast section. Now onto a bit of a flat, but you can make the most of it here. So little route section, and then you're just going up, and then it's straight from here. Right, so then I thought it would be good to get a little motorway action. Then we're going to go off. Path goes that way. We're going between those two trees, so straight there. And what you need to watch out for here is the roots. They can get quite slippery. Again, teaching you how to suck eggs, but if you look, you know, quite gnarly ones, and you're going over these at relative speed. So as we come down here, this is essentially the final feature of the trail. Quite big double. Now it's not finished, but you can kind of see where it's going up and over. It's one of those ones where they make use of the actual land itself, so you know it's already been there, just a little lip. I think that needs to be just a little bit bigger because of it's almost a tiny bit of a step up, so you really need actually quite a lot of speed. I haven't hit it yet. We will hit it, but yeah, I think this is going to be a fantastic jump to ultimately finish the line, because the finish line is just over there. You can kind of see like a little teepee wigwam. Make your way down, make your way down. As you're coming down here, I would just check out, make sure that you check out for walkers and stuff like that, because this is like a main path into Caesar's camp from over there, so everyone kind of goes down that way, literally down and up, and then that's where the finish is. And here we go, finish line. Bit of a weird finish line, but finish line nonetheless. Hopefully that was a comprehensive view of Tinkerbell DH, the new trail, the new Strava line in Caesar's camp. Let's stick you on the head. Let's push up right to the very top, because I've actually still got time. Yeah, I've still got time. And let's get a run in. By the way, don't expect miracles. I mean, it's not going to be hugely fast, but it'll be fun. Let's spin up to the top. All right, at the top, got my earphones in, so hopefully I'll go a little bit faster. Let's drop in. All right, here we go. All right. The first one, bit of a kicker. Definitely didn't have enough speed for that. I had to really pull. Then we're going up here. Oh, no, I can do that. Okay. Where are we going? And coming up to 3 drops. Duck that for the camera. Oh, almost a flat there. First of the uphills. Got my little squirrel. back under the uphills. Taking a little left here, catch my breath. Bit blind. So, taking a left onto the motorway. Okay, yeah. And then hit that jump, if you so wish. And here we go. Right, there you go. I'm out of breath. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.